Hey guys, welcome back to Pokemon TCG Pocket. We finally have more news, which means more content that we can cover, including the soft launch date for New Zealand, which we'll just get it out of the way at the very start. It is September 26th, which is what we were anticipating. Now, the start of this video, we will look at some of the new cards that got revealed, but besides that, this is just going to be more me chatting, going through all the notes that we have and information about combat and all that sort of stuff. So I'll go through all that and you guys can just listen along, or you can watch along if you want. Now, over here on PokeBeach, I'll leave this linked in the description as well if you guys want to go check it out yourself. They've done a big write-up. Basically, Pokemon TCG Pocket, new cards, crown rares, gameplay mechanics, and soft launch date. Last week, the Pokemon Company held media events around the world to demo Pokemon TCG Pocket. The review embargo was just lifted. Here's the newly revealed information. So, like I said, at the start here, you can see some of the new cards. We did know about the Venusaur EX, except we only had a very, very blurry picture of it, but now we do have a clean picture. The one thing that I do find is very interesting is that we do have another Charizard card. So we already know about the other Charizard, which this one down here that we're looking at is like a higher rarity. This is the 2-star version of the Charizard as opposed to the previous one that we've had, which was the 4-diamond version, but it has the exact same abilities inside this card. So it's just like a higher rarity, cooler, flashier, collectible version. But then we also have a new Charizard, which actually has different skills. So I think that's fairly cool. I didn't think we'd be getting multiple versions of a single Pokemon in the first set, but it looks like we will be doing that. So there's a look at the other cards that we have got so far and have got revealed. I do love the Blastoise. I think the Blastoise looks sick. Bulbasaur looks cool as well. That is what we are looking at. More cards may be added here though. Okay, so yeah, they may get more leaks through from the media event of cards that people are showing. But soft launch. The game will soft launch in New Zealand on Thursday, September 26th, 6 a.m. PDT. I got to check this time out for me because I go on holidays on the 27th Australia time, so I'm hoping I get at least a day of playing here before I go on holidays. For the rest of the world, the app will launch on October 30th. That is the obviously official release date. Now, battles. This was what I was hanging out to see. Let's go through some of the information that we have about battles. Players will construct 20 card decks. You can't have more than 2 copies of a card in your deck. It's not too bad. When we look to deck building, obviously it's going to be difficult. No, I don't know, difficult, but it's going to be different free to play versus spending. But the fact you only need 2 copies of a card as opposed to trying to get 4 like the actual TCG is fantastic. I was anticipating these. It was going to be 2 or 3. 2 makes the most sense on a 20 card deck with such a compacted deck. Having 2 of each card is definitely plenty. At the start of the game, you draw 5 cards and put down your active Pokemon and up to 3 benched Pokemon, same as the normal TCG. There are no prize cards. The first player to win 3 points wins the match. 1 point for a regular Pokemon or 2 points for a Pokemon EX. The player going first can't draw a card on their first turn or use energy. You can use supporter cards. So this is kind of different to what the actual TCG is, where you can't use supporters on your first turn, but you can play energies. Obviously, with the different format of the game, they're trying to keep it a bit more balanced, I guess. So you can get yourself set up with the supporter cards and then use your energies on the next turn. We'll have to see how this pans out. I'm really curious to dive in and check it out. You can't have more than 10 cards in your hand. I'm assuming it's a discard clause. If you have more than 10 in your hand at the end of your turn, you probably got to discard one or discard down to 10. As we've known for a while, there is no energy cards in the game. Instead, when it's your turn, an energy will be generated in your energy zone. You will also be able to see the energy that will be generated during your next turn. The energy zone only holds 1 energy at a time. If a card lets you attach another energy, such as Meltan, I believe the other ones we had were Gardevoir as well, had the same sort of effect, that energy will appear in your energy zone for usage. So that's an interesting thing. I don't know why it doesn't just like why it has to appear, but maybe it's just a visual thing and it doesn't actually change mechanics unless later on there's like but you can only hold 1. Yeah, the energy zone, I think it's just a visual thing. I think this is almost over explaining unless I'm missing something there, but it should be pretty fine. The generated energy are based on the types of Pokemon in your deck. So maybe if you run a split type deck, is it a random energy that pops up? So if I'm running like a grass fire deck, does it like just randomly choose a grass or a fire that I can apply during that turn? If so, mono decks are going to definitely be the thing. Plus, with only 20 cards in a deck, we have seen cards like Dratini that have, I think Dratini had like water and electric energy, but I think that's going to be hard to play those decks. We'll have to wait and see. Real world events. There are current ranked mode. This is the big one for me. There will be no ranked mode available for the game, at least at launch. Now, I would anticipate that they will eventually put a ranked mode. I would say that they're just trying to get it in as a casual game, nothing too stressful. It's kind of like Pokemon Go. When Pokemon Go came out, battling wasn't really a main part of it. Now, battling is a big part of Pokemon Go, and I do think they will lean in towards that. I remember even when Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links came out, it did have like a ranked mode, I believe, at launch, but it wasn't very competitive. It was pretty scuffed because you only had like a very basic roster of cards and stuff like that. So I am really, really hoping that they will introduce a proper ranked mode into the game. That is me personally. I know some people don't like it, but I would really hope that they will eventually get to the stage of having a ranked mode, even if they don't have it at the very launch of the game. That is what I'm holding out hope for. I will definitely go hard on the game for at least like probably 3 to 6 months and hope for that ranked mode to come out and then reassess if it doesn't. Real world events. There are currently no plans for integrating Pocket with Play Pokemon events. Once again, this is something I think they will see how the success of the base game goes and then evolve it from there. And then I could see it having side events at like TCG Cups and stuff like that. I do think it will eventually get into that if the game is successful. If the game's an absolute flop, then you won't see anything about it. And that's pretty much what it comes down to, I think, is how much money they're making and how successful they feel like the game is going. And I think that's going to derive a lot of things where that they're going to do with the game moving forward. Pack opening and collecting. By default, you can open one boost pack every 12 hours for a total of 2 packs a day. The app will begin a countdown timer for when you can open your next pack. This means you will have to check the app at least every 12 hours. When we heard 2 free packs per day, I mean, this makes more sense. They want more engagement. They want you coming in more often, and that's the way it is. The app will send you a phone notification when you can open another pack. Pack hourglasses. An in-game currency called Pack Hourglasses allows you to reduce the pack opening timer by 1 hour. If you use 12, for example, you'll be able to open another pack right away. You can earn Pack Hourglasses in a variety of ways, such as by increasing your player level or as mission rewards. You can use Pack Hourglasses as soon as you get them. So this is going to be one of those things where I can see, like any gotcha game is what I always refer to, but any of these mobile games, they start you off where you have progression. You level really fast early on, and you have a lot of progression in the early game. So it feels like you're opening a heap of packs, and they get you butted up with that feeling of opening so many packs because you get so much of this currency, and then it'll just fall off a cliff, and then that's when they try and push you to start spending. And that is the way these games normally work, and I can't see this one being any different. So I think the early game experience is going to be fantastic, and then I think a lot of people are going to hit that wall being like, what? I got no more packs, where's my extra packs? And then that's when they try and entice you to spend. So stay strong. Pokegold, talking about spending. The other in-game currency is Pokegold, which you can purchase with real money. 5 times Pokegold costs 99 cents, 500 costs $100, 50 costs $10. And I'm assuming these are USD prices. Each Pokegold reduces the pack opening time by 2 hours. So for $1, you're reducing it by 10. Okay, then that's 15. Okay, I guess the 51 is more efficient by the looks of that as opposed to 3. This is now that would be 45. No, they're about on par, dude. I can't be bothered on the math, but yeah, you almost get a pack per dollar, but just short. If you want to open another pack right away, it would cost 6 Pokegold, around $1, a bit more than $1. If you want to open 10 packs, it will cost 60 Pokegold, around $12. You can't use more than 720 Pokegold per day, 120 packs or 150. At least they're looking after you, only letting you spend $150 a day, guys. Like that's the key thing. Honestly, as dumb as that sounds, like it's honestly a restriction that would help a lot of people in a lot of these games that I see. I'm the guy that always plays free to play, but yeah, dude, these things can get crazy. And even though $150 a day sounds ridiculous, I've seen people do way more. Pokegold can also be used to purchase virtual TCG accessories. Cool. Pack openings, yeah, okay, when it says accessories, I think you're talking about coins, sleeves, mats, stuff like that, boxes probably. I know in TCG Live they have like deck boxes as well. Pack opening will thus work by using a combination of your daily packs, hourglasses, and Pokegold. Pack points. You will earn 10 pack points for every booster pack you open. You can exchange these points for any card in the game. Ooh, this is handy if you can't pull a certain card. 35 points is a 1 diamond. So basically, my understanding, 2-star, 3-star, and 4-star are just like higher rarities of the normal cards. So 500 points, and you get 10 pack points for each booster pack. 2 packs per day, that's 20 per day. So every 5 days is 100. So what's that? 25 days to get a guaranteed 4 diamond card for a free-to-play player with only the daily packs. If my math was correct there, that was some really rough napkin brain math, and my brain's cooked. But for any card you're trying to target, I think it's about 25 days. But then you will have those extra pack openings early on. So that's honestly not too bad in my opinion. And hopefully you can hit some of the cards you need along the way, and hopefully decks aren't made up of completely 4 diamond cards, which we know they won't, because you're probably going to have basic cards to evolve, and you're going to have those anyway. So I would definitely be saving these. For me personally, if you're trying to build good decks, you'd probably be saving for these diamond ones. But if you're trying to go the collectors, you get the crown rares, you're going to be saving for, what's that, 50, 125 days, something like that, 150 days, whatever it is. Dude, math is hard, okay? Give me a break. The rarest card in the game will be gold full art cards with 4-star rarity. These are called crown rares, and there are only 3 in the game. None have been revealed yet. Okay, because we have only seen 3 stars, which is the interactive Mewtwo one and stuff like that. Interactive Mewtwo, interactive Pikachu, and because the packs from the first set on the pack card, the pack Pokemon, Mewtwo, Pikachu, and Charizard, I think we can assume that the other 3-star one is going to be the Charizard. Not sure who the crown rare is going to be, but my assumption would be those 3 as well. If it's not those 3, Charizard will at least be one. They're not making a Pokemon card thing without Charizard being the max rarity. As posted before, the $9.99 per month premium pass allows you to open a 3rd booster pack each day and also unlocks premium missions. These premium missions will reward promo cards and accessories like card sleeves and coins. The promo cards will be alternative art versions of existing cards. Meowth Full Art will be one of the exclusive promos for premium missions. Meowth is still available in Genetic Apex, so these alternative art promos won't affect the deck building if you don't buy the premium pass. So it's just purely a collector's standpoint. I like that. I do like that personally, as someone who, I like the value of competitive play, even though they have said there's no competitive mode yet. The fact that they will be having, they could have a competitive mode, and they're keeping that in mind, even though they haven't got it implemented with these collection features, I think it's pretty good. Players will be allowed to try the premium pass 2 weeks for free. I wonder if you can try it 2 weeks for free, do you save and not do it on the Meowth one and try and get a cooler card later on? I don't know how that's going to work. We'll have to wait and see. Pull rates. Here we go. To comply with certain gaming laws, the game tells you the chances of pulling any one card. A specific diamond card will have a 0.02% chance of being pulled. A 4 diamond card will have a 0.013% chance of being... Oh wait, that's a 4-star card. Okay, that's the crown rares. The game will not be available in Netherlands, Belgium, or other countries with strict gaming laws. Okay. I mean, at the end of the day, instead of this, I'm curious to see if there's pities on the pack. The pack is whether you're guaranteed to get 2 1-stars, and then you get you're gonna have one card that's maybe 2 or 3 stars, and then your final card is is that gonna be when I say stars, I mean diamonds. Is your final card at least going to be a 3 diamond or something like that? I'm curious to see if there's pities on the packs, each pack you open, kind of in standard cards when you open them. You can convert duplicate cards in your collection into shine dust. This allows you to add custom animations or flares to individual cards, such as shiny stars or Pokeballs. I mean, that's something I'm not really into, but if you are, that's cool. Connecting with friends. You can use a custom code to battle or trade with other players, whether locally or online. Trading will not be available at launch. Okay. I'm curious. I'm so curious to see how they will implement trading. When you first open the game, you'll get a booster pack with one of the 3 Kanto Pokemon, as well as its star version. That's cool. Gonna reroll for Charmander. Item cards. Item cards like Pokeball are not available in genetic apex in the main set. Okay, this will prevent them from clogging up pack openings. You can easily get item cards through tutorials and other means. That is a fantastic thing in my opinion, because there would be nothing worse than getting you 2 free packs and just getting a bunch of items. Like obviously energies aren't an issue, but I think that's really cool. So you're only getting the Pokemon from packs. That makes pack opening way more exciting in my opinion. Future sets. There will be no predetermined schedule for releasing new sets. The developers will assess how much of the player base has collected sets before releasing another one. Okay, dynamic basically. There are countless daily missions you can complete to earn rewards such as pack hourglasses. A few examples include login, open 4 booster packs, open 4 booster packs per day. Dude, okay, that's a big one. We're going to have to spread out our hourglass usage in the early days from the free ones that you get to not open more than 4 packs per day as a free-to-play player, so that you can manage to open 4 packs per day to keep the missions going, because that's going to be a perpetual thing. Reach player level 3, trade, maybe this is a one-time thing, but it says daily missions, so I'm not too sure. Trade, collect cards following certain themes, such as Electabuzz and Magma cards, all Kanto starter Pokemon, all evolutions, etc. There is a solo mode for battling against the AI. Cool. You can use AI to battle for you and even create decks based on cards you have. The game will also offer pre-constructed decks for rental. So this is an interesting one. I'm thinking it's kind of going to be like the solo AI mode. I wonder if it's going to be kind of like Duel Links, where there's actually interactions in it and stuff you can do and like bits of progression in that AI mode, or whether it's just like random battle interaction. Doesn't matter, you get nothing from it. I'm not too sure. I'm gonna have to wait and see, but I really do hope it's kind of like Duel Links, where it kind of had like a world where the PvE side was an actual world in itself. The following pages have been updated for more information. Okay, cool. So that is what we've got. So that is a pretty good summary of what's come out from it. Obviously, the big thing is going to be the soft launch date, which is going to be the 26th of September, which is what we were expecting anyway. And then obviously, you know, there is a ton of news in there. The biggest one for me is that they're not going to have competitive play at the start, but they will have some sort of AI play, and they will have battle between friends. I am really, really curious and hoping that they will eventually put in a competitive mode, because that's what I personally enjoy. But let me know what you guys think. As always, thanks for watching. Hope you have an awesome day, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Cheers.